Hi guys, welcome to the Museum of Glasses. Today no glasses, but a lot of interesting things that I found in the street. Yes, literally I found them in the street. And I wanted to show you all these things and to talk about this. The thing number one is this amazing chair. I just don't understand people who could throw this chair away. I can't understand that. Me and my middle daughter, we were walking back home from the supermarket and I noticed this chair. It was near the trash and I said, no way, we are taking this home. So we took the chair. I had a lot of things in my hands because we had bought a lot of things in the supermarket, and I asked my daughter to pick up the chair and to carry it. And we went home like this. I didn't regret a second that we picked this chair up. Now, let me show you the chair in all the details. Please look at the legs of the chair. They are very beautiful. Please look at this part. This is amazing. You know, I like wooden furniture very much, and this chair is a wooden chair. Now I'm thinking what to do with this chair. I think that I need to restore it a little bit. Here there are some imperfections, you know, some scratches on the wood, and there are some scratches here on the back. And now I want to decide what I will do with this and how should I paint this chair. And I want to change the fabric of the seat. So now I am trying to understand what I need to do. I think that this will be a lovely piece of the interior. So I want to make something beautiful. This chair deserves something really beautiful. My second find, this frame. And you know, it's also in a great condition and no imperfections here. But the mirror was broken. I dropped my daughter at school and I was going back to my car and I just saw this like this on the ground, broken. I took the mirror out of the frame and I just checked the frame. It was looking perfect and I decided to take it. I don't know, maybe people were thinking that I was crazy, you know, just picking up some stuff, but I just fell in love with this frame and I didn't care what they were thinking. Okay? Well, yes, so this is my second find, and I think that it looks excellent like this, and maybe I will just hang it on the wall like this. Maybe it will look good even without any mirror or any painting or any photo inside. I think this will be enough. But this is not my final decision, and maybe you can give me a piece of advice in the comments, and I will be very grateful for any ideas. My third find is this beautiful peacock feather. It was just waiting for me like this on the road. I think that to find a peacock feather on the road in Istanbul, it's really something very unusual and extraordinary find. And it's also in very good condition and you see it's so beautiful. I think it's just very beautiful. I just enjoy looking at it and holding it in my hand. Yeah, I decorated my working table with it. I put it into a vase. Okay, this is my third find. And my fourth find is this little teaspoon. You will think now that I'm a crazy person who picks up everything in the street. Well, I am actually. This could be a very ordinary spoon, but this is a Pierre Cardin spoon. And when I saw it, I was really surprised because I found a Pierre Cardin spoon on the road. It's really nice coincidence because, you know, Pierre Cardin is a really nice brand, French brand, and it was good to find this spoon. And you probably remember that about 1 month ago, I found a cat in the street and I also picked her up. And now the cat is living with us. Wait, let me show you the cat. Okay, we are here. This is my greatest find. And you see, she's much bigger than she was. She is growing so fast. Look at her. She has had her surgery. You see, the eye has been removed, and the other eye looks really good, but she can't see very well. Maybe I will go to another vet. There is an animal eye hospital here in Istanbul. They are concentrated only on animals' eyes. Maybe they can make a surgery. I don't know. As I told you, this eye is like behind a curtain. So I don't know. I will probably go there and maybe they will find some solution. This is my fifth and the most important find. We are doing very well. She already knows our apartment and she walks everywhere, but she struggles with high places. Jumps on the bed, for example, or on the sofa, but she is very afraid to jump back on the floor because she can't see, she's afraid to fall. But she is keeping learning everything, the space, and she's so playful, she's so cheerful, and actually such a lovely animal. And I enjoy so much being her owner. Yeah, such a lovely animal. And you know, she looks so much better than she did. Her fur sparkles now, and she eats so good and plays all the time and sleeps together with me. She's such a lovely cat. I'm so happy I had a chance to find her and to help her. Yes, amazing cat. This is my mysterious peacock feather. You know, I believe in science, and you will maybe think that I'm talking like a child, but I really appreciate all these signs, all these things that universe is giving to me. A few years ago, I would say, come on, it's not the universe, it's just people throw this stuff outside and you just found it and that's all. But you know, now I believe that everything is connected. I believe that people manifest some things. I believe that when you think about something, it happens. Everything has its own energy. I believe that everything has its own frequency. I really appreciate these beautiful things. Okay, I understand that a peacock feather will not change my life, but it's a piece of beauty, and I'm grateful that the universe or whatever puts it in front of me when I'm walking. Look at this. This is so beautiful. I asked Chat GPT. I don't really like to use artificial intelligence. I'm a little bit scared of it, but I sometimes use it. And I asked about all these signs and what they may mean. And it gave me really interesting answers. For example, about the frame, it said that mirror is your look, is how you look at yourself, and maybe your look at yourself has started to change. I've been working a lot on myself. Some of my views changed a lot, as I told you, about energy, about frequency, and about success, about my self-worth. And you know, I think since last year, and I worked a lot on this, the way of how I look at myself has changed a lot in a good way. And when I asked about the spoon, it said that a spoon is always a symbol of abundance and prosperity, and it's also a very good sign. And for the feather, it said that peacock is a very special bird, and this is very beautiful sign, symbol of beauty and of not being like everyone else. I like this explanation a lot because I don't like to be like everyone else. When I asked about the chair, it said that it looks like you are preparing, you are building your place in this life, and this is a sign for you that your place is ready and you can sit and observe life from it. Well, I found this very interesting. You know, I have noticed that when you let these childish beliefs in your life, life gets really interesting. As I started to believe that we can rise on some frequencies and everything has its own frequency, I started to lift myself up when I'm in a bad mood. I turn on beautiful music. I try to look at something beautiful. I go to my balcony and to water my flowers. So I really try to lift my frequency up. Yeah, it's so bad to live on low frequencies. And I think that it's in our power to increase our frequency, to lift ourselves up when we are feeling low. I started to notice how my life started to change. I like this so much. And you know, when you think about beautiful things, when you think about work, about content, about YouTube videos, about some ideas, it just comes like this. Then you start to connect all your finds and your new acquaintances, and you just find a lot of beauty around. You just find these on the road, you just find these on the road, and you don't pay for this. It just comes like this to your life, this beauty. And you know, it's really interesting to find this in such a crowded place like Istanbul. I don't know why nobody took this before me. I just don't know. It was for me there. It was there for me. Yeah. Okay, guys. I just wanted to share my beauty with you, and I would like to remind you that we all need to be kind with ourselves. When we start to change our personal reality, it looks like everything starts to change around us. Thank you for watching this video. See you in my next video. Bye.